スだった。 Number 18, Ayase Ueda.
Yeah.
Replaced by number 19, Koke Ogawa.
来た。
Number 13, Keita Nakamura is being replaced by number 5.
いいよいいよいいよ、ジュニア。あー、稲妻。
Number 20,
So now.
Ayumu Seko is being replaced by number 16, Ryoshi Watanabe.
some cool historical buildings. But where did the nickname Cowtown come from? Well, after the Civil War, the economy in Texas was wrecked.
You're welcome. You want a sample too, sir? With banana. Very good.
Thank you.
케이크 응.